Hey guys, the first thing we want to do is we want to define the global infrastructure for AWS. How does AWS access so many people across the entire globe? Well, I'm going to hopefully do that and help you conceptually understand how they do that and how they build their infrastructure. So I'm going to do this with a drawing. So AWS is built upon regions. Okay, so throughout the entire world, there are regions that AWS has, right? And these are where their databases are located. Don't worry about the word databases just yet. We'll get to that later. But within each region, we have availability zones. Now, in order to have a region, you have to have a minimum of 2 availability zones. Now, within each availability zone, you can have a VPC, which is a virtual private cloud. So let's draw that. Each region must have a minimum of 2 availability zones. Okay. Again, some locations have more than 2 availability zones. For example, the Northern Virginia region has 6 availability zones. Now you're probably wondering, well, why do some regions have more availability zones than the others? Well, we'll get to that a little later. I just want you to kind of get a conceptual understanding of how the AWS infrastructure is built. So let's recap. We have regions, and within regions, we have availability zones. Now, within availability zones, we have VPCs. Okay, and these VPCs are where your resources are stored. Okay, VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. Okay, now if that doesn't make sense, just try to think about virtual private cloud. So AWS, think of it as one big cloud, right? So a VPC you can think about is just having a piece of this cloud. Okay, so that is where your resources will go. You will have your own virtual private portion of that cloud. Okay, so this was really what the video was about. It's just a conceptual overview of what the AWS infrastructure and how it looks, and hopefully this drawing kind of gave you an idea of what it looks like conceptually. Now, as we go on in the course, we're going to actually build upon this drawing, and we're going to introduce EC2s, S3s, RDS databases, non-relational RDS, and things are going to get a little bit more confusing. So it is good to have a solid understanding of what the infrastructure looks like conceptually. And if you do, you will be in good shape as we move forward.